나라 밖 소식입니다. 고향을 떠나 새로운 곳에 정착을 해야 하는 난민들은 많은 어려움을 겪게 됩니다. 그중에서도 가장 힘든 것이 무슬림을 향한 배타적인 시선인데요. 미국의 한 교회는 무슬림 난민 가정을 품고 기도하며 안전하게 정착시키고 있습니다. 미국에서 전해온 소식입니다.
This may look like a regular prayer meeting, but those being prayed over might surprise you. A Muslim family recently resettled from Syria, who left their country when ISIS invaded their hometown and gunned down many of their neighbors. The family buried their 16-year-old son alive for hours during the raid to protect him from being forcibly recruited to the terrorist organization. Pastor Dave Schmidgall and his wife Kate met the family shortly after they arrived in the U.S. They spoke no English and were placed in the expensive city of Washington, D.C. The resettlement agency covered expenses for only 3 months. The father, Bashir, once an electrician, now feels helpless.
In Syria, he was very strong. He was a provider. He had a sure skill set and a profession. Here, he feels lost.
Across the nation, 73%, just the general population, it avoids or is uncomfortable with conversations with Muslims. It takes a little bit of risk to cut past the rhetoric and the opinions to get involved in areas that are controversial, but there are people behind these topics and these issues.
Lead pastor Mark Batterson found that out after his wife returned from a refugee missions trip.
Her heart started to break for what I believe breaks the heart of God. And when your wife has a heart for something as her husband, you get a heart for it.
Pastor Batterson believes if churches move past the politics, they could change the course of this crisis.
Sometimes we confuse political issues with biblical issues. My hope and prayer would be that the church would recognize this is one of the greatest crises of our generation, and how we respond to it might just define our future as the church.
NCC plans to host more Listen and Learn events with different refugee families in the future. As for Bashir, he started a handyman service with the help of Kate in hopes of one day becoming self-sufficient in America. Reporting from Washington, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.